So Moist Critical, Penguinz0, or simply known just as Charlie, is a YouTuber commentary guy who he just does a bunch of stuff, but recently a lot of stuff was being talked about his donations he gives during live streams, and I'm calling this a controversy, but it's probably one of the stupidest ones I've heard, just to say. But he basically, what he'll do during live streams, which he live streams a lot and does this quite often, he will have viewers, basically they can fill out a form and they can basically request money for something they need, or simply if they just want it, and Charlie will go through a bunch of them, pick them at random really, and then he'll just donate the money to it. It's super generous, super nice. It's him giving back to a community that he believes built him up, which, I mean, I get what he does for it, and I respect him a lot for doing that. But a lot of stupid people, I guess, to put simply, like, kind of question him for doing that, and are like almost judge him in a sense, claiming he's doing it for like tax write-offs. They're encouraging fans to like not fill it out, and I've been in some of the live streams where he's been doing this stuff, and then I'll like look at the chat and you'll see a good amount of them. Like, it's not like a couple like rare people in there, because if it was just a couple, like 2 or 3, Charlie wouldn't have made a video on this. But he put out a video on Easter kind of talking about the whole situation, and you can tell it's definitely like a very bothersome thing, and it definitely bothered him, which if you don't know, just from how Charlie goes about everything, he kind of just does not dwell on things. He kind of just lets it slide off of him, which I respect that a lot, and I wish I could do that with certain things. But it's pretty stupid of that. You can even tell that it kind of got to him, which, I mean, I get it when you're trying to do like a nice act and people start to accuse you of that. And he even talked about it, but we have to reiterate it, of the fact of the people who immediately started claiming he was doing for tax write-offs don't know how tax write-offs work. And now, I'm not a financial expert. I've never had to do a tax write-off or any of that stuff. But I thought it was common sense that gifting things does not count as a tax write-off. And especially not from just an online source like this. Because, as Charlie even said in the video, and I've known how abusable that could be, of, you know, he makes a separate account, he fills a form, Charlie randomly picks him, and then gives him the money, writes it off, files it down as a tax write-off, and then he keeps the money. Like, that's so abusable. Like, it would be so easy to do, and like that, I mean, it would make sense how, like, if you're rich and you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, that's not how it works. So the people immediately claiming that, their arguments are already like stupid of that, and it just feels like there's people that just don't want to like believe people can be good. And I'm a generally like kind of pessimistic guy. I'm trying to be more optimistic in general. But there's one thing that does bother me a lot, and is a main reason why I try to be a bit more positive here and there, is when we immediately have to question a good deed. Like, I get it from here to there. There's things that can be a bit sketchy on why it's happening. I'm guilty of that. But to immediately then accuse people of doing it and speak it as if it is gospel is quite stupid, honestly. And, I mean, it was annoying me, because I'm like, this dude's just doing, like, good deeds, and people just have to hate instantly. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, the dude's just doing good deeds. Like, maybe these guys didn't get picked for his charity work. I guess charity work, you can say he's doing, his donations. And maybe they got pissed off, and they're like, well, we don't want other people to do it, so hopefully when we put ours in, we can get the money. Which, I mean, I honestly would believe that. Honestly, like, people would do that. But I just kind of thought this was a stupid thing that's happening to him, and I'm shocked that it's being considered like a controversy that he's doing, because he hasn't really done anything bad. It's more just on these people here, and I'm a person who really dislikes these like accusatory comments and very bold proclamations that don't have any merit to it. If you saw my Wendigoon video, which thank you everyone who did watch that. I know that was a while ago now, and I don't know if I've really addressed it or not, but I did appreciate everyone who watched that. It was super cool to support in the comments. There were obviously people who disagreed with that, which is fine. I understand it. It's a divisive topic. I was not expecting it to be a universally agreed thing, but I am pretty strongly willed on my opinions. But it's just like these bold comments that don't have any like real backing to it that are being spouted as like the truth is something that does bother me. And in this situation, for another YouTuber who I do highly respect in Moist Critical, like he's definitely one of those people who really got me into doing YouTube. Kind of a good person in general of that. It was just kind of dumb that this happened, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it because just as some advice from a smaller YouTuber. I'm a pretty small channel. I have like 200 something subscribers. Have had one video that broke past 10K views. Thank you again, everyone, for that. It means a lot. And have had comments in general. You will find the widest variety of comments. One thing that I think just for anyone, and this isn't even just for YouTube, but life in general, is that there will be people who will just hate what you do in general, even if it's a good thing. Even if you do like charity work, like you volunteer or thing, there will be people who be like, God, this guy have to always act like he's the good guy, or like that's just a common thing that I think happens. And it doesn't make it like easier or something, or that it won't like bother you or anything, because it does bother me at points. It bothers Charlie, it bothers all these people. It's just kind of how you deal with it. And even in like my comment section for like certain videos, I'll see some people who just like kind of like, hey, not to the same extent, like haven't really done anything that noble or good to like warrant that, but I will still get like comments here and there on videos that not necessarily like don't like trash me just because I don't know, I don't think I've done anything that's really gotten even anybody to really be able to work off of something. But there's like here and there some just negative comments that aren't really like critiquing certain videos in any like meaningful way, because that's just something that's going to happen. And I think people, if they hear it now and hear it from someone who's still a small channel, still kind of working it out, figuring out everything he even wants to do in life, hearing it from someone who's still learning from it, I hope that can help people. But that's really all I can say. And I think this is a dumb situation that's happening to Charlie. I respect a lot of what he does, his entire like donation thing of that, because he does not have to do it. Not a lot of YouTubers do it, none that I can really think off the top of my head that do that. And there's no real ulterior motives that you can really name. Like what does he have to gain from this? It's not like he's going to get any more exposure from doing this. It's not like he's doing it towards like a charity thing that you could argue is like being manipulated, like a lot of YouTubers and these scams have done. So I just don't get it. I just think people are trying to find something to hate him about, just hate people in general about. But that's really all I have to say. I don't want to keep rambling more than I already have, but that's really the video. Just kind of remember, people are going to hate you, but that's about it. That's the situation with Penguinz0, Charlie. Have a good day.